Morning, Ali. Morning, Ray. Hey, you did make me laugh there, Ray, because obviously David Seaman coming on, and I go back to referees. That semi-final at Old Trafford, Sheffield United against you lot.
Yeah.
I never asked you after it. I never got to ask you. Did you get Graeme Paul into your dressing room after the game and give him a glass of champagne or what?
He had a bottle. He took a bottle home with him from here.
I thought he was your best midfield player when you made that goal. and then Seaman saved that. What a save!
Oh yeah, it was indeed. It was. It's probably one of the. It's always shown that save, so it must be one of his better ones. If I'm being honest.
I love the fact, Neil, in true footballing style, you clearly aren't over it. You've not forgotten about that, mate.
Well, we did.
I can tell you everybody.
They was getting a bit feisty, Ali, in the game, and then we thought, well, we got to leave a bit on a few of their players, and that's what happened there, wasn't it? A couple of bad tackles, Martin, Patrick, myself. But it was a cracking game. It was a cracking game.
It was a cracking game, yeah. Well, I thought we played really well.
You did indeed, you did.
I mean, I know it was a great save. Every time I see Pesky, I always said to him, "You should have still scored, son." I know it was a good save, you know. But
anyway,
one other quick thing, lads. You were talking about the Romanian, the midfield player, or whatever. Yeah, and I just remember when I was 19, I was at Chesterfield. We played Derby County in a cup match in pre-season. Anyhow, McGuigan said to me, "There's a lad in. He's getting on now. He's an old man. He can't run. You've got to go and take him on and run him." Yeah. The lad were called Dave Mackay, and we never had a kick. Oh, Ali, kid, he must have been older than my dad, and he never moved more than centre circle, and he just dominated. Yeah, I've never seen anything like it.
Neil, I'm going to tell you something. I think I'm correct in saying Graham Souness was a kid at Spurs when Dave Mackay was there, and I can also tell you the great Rangers player, maybe the greatest of all time, John Gregg. I remember asking John Gregg who his favourite player was of all time, and he said he didn't even flinch. He went Dave Mackay.
Oh God, I'd never seen anything like it. 18, 19 I wasn't. And this come back in and to me, we can't run in it, Gaffer.
Sometimes you don't need to run, do you?
No, that's the thing. That's the thing. Neil, another man that you have definitely managed and coached against is Harry Kane. And before we talk about the game last night, I'm sure you'd want to pay a little bit of tribute to Harry Kane himself in beating Wayne Rooney's record to become the top international scorer for England of all time. It's remarkable, isn't it?
It is, and more than competitive games as well, what he's got. I mean, I watched that game last night, and I know he's a good player, and I know he's our greatest now. But last night, I don't think I've ever seen him work as hard and keep the ball in difficult situations. I felt a little bit sorry coming. I thought, poor old Ivan Toney. Because he's going to want to play every minute of every game, isn't he? Well, so it was a fabulous achievement, and it will. I think he'll get 100 and all. Ray. I do, honestly, because his attitude, and I do think he'll leave at end of the season. He's got to do it, I think.
Well, that's funnily enough. Ray and I were talking about we don't think he'll get to 100, but listen, we wish him all the best. I just think for him to get to 100, it would be absolutely unbelievable. But you make a great point, Neil, because if anybody deserves a point, you can't argue Ollie Watkins' form's been good as well, but Ivan Toney. Should the Ukraine game be an opportunity for Gareth? I know it's a qualifying game, I get that, it's an important game, but should it be an opportunity to give somebody like Ivan Toney a chance?
He should, but Harry will want to play every game. I mean, for me, I would try and give him half an hour at the end, Ivan Toney, just to give him a lift. Yeah. Because Harry's got to start. He wants to play. They want to qualify. I don't think England have a problem in qualifying. I think the only problem that Gareth has is a knockout competition. When it gets to a knockout stage, I think qualifying we've done really well, and it wouldn't bother me if he played Ivan Toney because I think he's been fantastic. Mm-hmm. But you know what you like, Harry. You would be saying, Ali. You know why? If a manager come and said you're not playing and you want to get some more goals, you know you want to play every game, don't you?
Even in taking him off, he never wants to come off either, does he?
No,
he knows that last 25 minutes maybe. That defence is tiring a little bit, and I'm going to get another chance here.
But you make a great point, Neil, because I'm watching that game last night, and England are under the cosh a little bit. Obviously sending off, and they're just wanting to get the ball out of the park. And you could see a real determination for him just to get it under, protect the ball, get a free kick, get England up the park, out with his goals. You're right. I thought his attitude to play was absolutely first class.
Oh, I've not seen him as much as that because he had two or three around him, and every time. I mean, I know the goal the goal that they got and what have you, I know they've got to play out from back, but sometimes they play out when it's not on. And then Pickford whacked that ball down, and Harry's there every time, backing in, holding it up, and then he gets free kicks, like you say, a couple of throw-ins down the line. He never seemed to lose it last time. You know, we needed it when they got that goal, and obviously the man sent off. I just thought he was outstanding last night. Neil,
I've got to ask you about Huddersfield, because you've seen the news. Roy Hodgson now has gone back into Palace, and how are you enjoying it? What a result the last game, by the way. Brilliant. I mean, to beat Millwall, are flying at the moment, and you go to your old club again, Middlesbrough.
Tough
next.
We're at home to them. We've got.
Sorry, you're home to Middlesbrough.
Yeah, we've got a straight easy week this week. We've got Middlesbrough at home and Watford away. They are difficult fixtures.
You must be loving it, though.
They're a good group of lads. They just need a bit of guidance, and the fans have been fantastic. So I haven't got any shows planned until May and June, and I thought, you know, when they asked me to help out, I thought, why not? It's a great club, and I really enjoyed it when I was up there. So I'm just doing the best. It's going to be difficult, but I think you get that buzz in that. It's that dressing room. Ali, I know people ask you two are not the same. It's the dressing room, isn't it?
100%. 100%.
That when you get through the door and you have I go in, and we go in yesterday, one of the lads tracks her. I said, what's your grandmother wearing today? and that's the things that I miss. Are you with me?
Yeah, brilliant.
100%, mate.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.